You see, when teens finish a program like TTMB, they are excited. You heard them. They want to show off what they earned. There's an air of confidence, and you don't want to silence that. This is your chance to nurture that zeal. Parents ask me all the time how to introduce finance to their teen. They tell me their child is not interested, and they feel like they're talking to a wall. You all in this room have an advantage. Us, the volunteers for TTMB and the CEDC, we've done the heavy lifting for you. All you have to do is pick up where we left off. Excuse me for saying, but unlike some of the adult seminars I've facilitated, your children are eager to learn, excited to see me, and determined to get the answers to their most pressing financial questions. Now you may be saying, most pressing financial questions? I handle everything. You'd be surprised to know that your child is thinking about more than just their school clothes budget. What my mom is doing with my money, how do I establish credit while still in school? Why do parents put bills in their kids' name? What does bad credit mean? Why do I hear it all the time? Are just a few questions that I've been asked throughout the years. I'm pretty candid in my responses, but again, I tell them to share what they've learned in my session and verify my answers with their parent. But unfortunately, this is where a lot of the teens experience the pushback. Again, I want to impress upon you the importance of looking at this as an opportunity. I developed an acronym for you to use when your kids approach you about difficult financial questions or concerns. Even though I designed this for the talk of the financial birds and bees, you can use this for any difficult conversation you may need to have with your team. The acronym is LOVE. That's LOVE. Say it with me. LOVE. Great. The L is for listen. Hear your child out. Focus on what they are saying. Oftentimes, parents are caught off guard and really get tense because they may be embarrassed because they don't know the answer to the question, especially when we're talking about financial literacy. Check your evil eagle at the door, your poisonous pride, and sit there and talk to the child. It's about them at that moment. This is about listening to your child and giving them 100% of your attention. The O is for observe. Observe your child's excitement or lack of when speaking of this topic. Oftentimes, kids may come home with money anxiety after a conversation about financial literacy or stocks or bonds. I have some clients even now who get anxiety, literally sick, when we have to go over their finances. So your child may have developed that through a talk. You never know if you're not paying attention. The story I tell you about my aunt, and a lot of you can remember, running up my cousin's credit, that may cause anxiety for your child. You need to find out what they learned in these programs and act on it. V is for verify. Confirm you understand their questions and concerns. If you don't understand what they're asking or trying to make sense of, you may draw the wrong conclusion. For instance, when I talk to my mom today, sometimes she gets very defensive when I talk to her about finance because she feels like I deal with all these people with a lot of money, and I tell her that's not the case. I'm just asking. I just want to know. So if you get defensive, then you won't verify exactly what they're asking and what you need to listen to. Remember, this is new to them. They may not even have enough information to develop a question to ask you. That's where you come in. Lastly, the E, and most importantly, the E is for educate. Educate your child. If you miss the first three, but you educate at the end, you've succeeded. It would be nice to listen, observe, and verify, but at the end of the day, the most important element is knowledge and understanding. The knowledge and understanding your child walks away with. We don't always agree with how we learn, but we are happy that it happens. If you don't know the answer to your child's question, your child is the perfect reason for you to find out. I read a quote, and it said, "A person soon learns how little they know when a child begins to ask questions." If you've been putting off getting financially literate, let the conversation with your child be your springboard. There are a number of books about finances out there. Susie Orman, Dave Ramsey, there's a ton of information on the internet. There is no excuse for all of us to be financially illiterate. Listen, observe, verify, and educate. Let's say it again. LOVE. It's really important. When my mom saw how excited I was about stocks from Granville, she didn't look at it as an opportunity. dropped the ball on that one. She always says, hindsight is 20/20. If you haven't been proactive in getting your teens financially literate, at least be reactive. Thank you.
Thank you, Manyell. Always have words of wisdom. Thank you so much. We've come to the awards part of
Miss Manyell, she was a very, very informative person for us. I feel that she made her speech comfortable, but also very beneficial. I've taken a lot that she has told us also, you know, to realize that many of our parents and our older family members, they weren't, you know, educated, and she showed us how much she was excited and stuff, and I feel kind of in the same shoes that she was, and I would like to, you know, educate for my family members as well, but I think that she is immaculately impeccable, and she knows what she's talking about, and I thank her for everything that she has done for us.
She was great. She was better than great. She was perfect. She provided us with all of the tools that were necessary for us to teach our parents, and she did it in a very nice manner. And I like the whole thing that she spoke to us about love, and she emphasized it a lot. Love, which is listen, observe, verify, and educate. And she was, I don't even have words. I'm speechless because of what she said. Like, she was so great. Bring her back again, all right? Please do.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Natalia Walker. She truly empowered me this summer to get my finances in order, because if your finances are in order, you're not in order. And that's the most important lesson I learned. Thank you.